Well, the words had all been spoken, and somehow the feeling still wasn't right. And still we continued on through the night, the crypto night. Good morning, brothers and sisters. Hope all is well. Hope all is well. That was a good run. Don't despair. Don't give up hope. If any new people like what they hear and need some help, consider reaching out or subscribing. If not, I got you. Maybe you just want to listen to the shenanigans and craziness of BitBoy and the scams of other channels and hopeful dreamers like the Georges and the Banters, TJ from the Discover Crypto crew. To each his own. Millionaires and financial freedom has never been built on hopes and dreams. It's goals and realistic visions of reality. Let's talk about the Fed first. Okay, had some notes while I was running, but I can't look at them. So try to remember. Probably won't because I tend to go on tangents. Most importantly, I hope you're having a great day, healthy, having a party for my now 16-year-old, my youngest, today. So this will be brief, unless people have questions. Like I said, if you have any questions, I'm always here to help. Nothing in return, never. I mean, look at my videos, right? This is it. This is what you get. Look at all my videos. The Fed is completely delusional. Completely delusional. Listening to Jerome Powell, there will be no interest rate cuts. Okay. The other day, the economy is strong. Labor market's strong. All this bullshit, which is not the truth. How do I know this? You listen to some crypto people who are not in the market. They're just YouTubers. Or like Crypto Angler, who's a fucking moron and loser at 40, who's a fisherman and a crypto guy. He's not even a crypto guy. He doesn't even own any crypto. I'm telling you about the economy. A couple of months ago, he was saying the economy is great. Now he's saying it's looking bad, and it's all because of tariffs. Tariffs do have something to do with it. That brings ambiguity and uncertainness. Investors do not like uncertainty. It's ridiculous. But with the Fed, I live in the reality. Okay, I work for a $20 billion company, almost $20 billion global company. We are manufacturers of many divisions, one of the largest in the world. Okay, I run the United States. I can tell you, before the tariffs, before Trump, the market has been on a downward turn. You can manipulate the numbers like GDP, CPI, all that shit, all you want, all that good stuff. These guys aren't in the market. They look at data. Data is not reality of orders. Data is not reality of manufacturing. Data is not reality of POs. Data is not the reality that they're looking at. It's not the reality of what people are paying, truly paying in the stores, at the grocery store, food store, whatever the fuck you guys call it, and wherever you're at in this country, vast country. Sorry. We all know this. We all know this. Yes, gas is $3 something, at least where I'm at. Okay, I don't pay for gas, so it doesn't bother me. And it's not $5. Lovely. People talk about eggs. There's only one reason that eggs are up. It's because of the bird flu. The bird flu is constant. I won't go into that. You can listen to my other streams of that. That's the only reason. It's, they're going to fix that. Well, okay. We just culled, that's a mass killing of millions and millions of chickens. Enslaved chickens. That happens all the time. I've been part of it. 20,000, 30,000 chickens in a shed that are 6 weeks old when they go to slaughter. They're all diseased. Most of them have heart attacks before they reach the age of 2 to 3 weeks. And their bones are crushed underneath them. And when you pile animals into a fucking shed, diseases happen. You will see. H5N1, if that jumps to humans, You can talk about COVID all you want. Oh, it was fake, this and that. Everyone forgets the beginning of COVID. Yes, it killed a ton of fat people and with underlying health conditions. I know 20 people who are very healthy who died on the original strain. Extremely healthy who died. We just forget. We're humans. We forget about how bad it was. We forget about all the hospitals being overrun. Have I been boosted? No. I got the original vax, and then I got a booster because at the time I'm like, okay, and you can say what you want. That's what lessened the strains. That's why it's now a cold. I just got over COVID in January. I get it every year. It was rough. It was like 14, 15 days of extremely tired. It's the first 7 days I was in bed. And I try to be healthy. Healthiest 52-year-old I know. Oh, you're kind of glitching? Fuck. Am I really? And I was saying some profound stuff. Am I glitching still? Jesus, let me know. Am I still glitching? I'll wait for you to reply back. Let me know. So, I'll get off of that. But that's part of the equation here in the economy. Food prices. So they're completely unrealistic about the economy. And this is their job. Or they're just trying to fight against Trump and they're just spreading lies. It's not true. The economy is not in great shape. I deal with all the large manufacturers in America. Some of them are expanding because a lot of them are incentivized to build on. That will help. But the tariffs, we just have to raise our prices 25%. And the next one, when Mexico and Canada gets reinstated, it'll be another 25%. Jesus, am I still glitching? Let me know, because I don't want to be talking for 40 minutes and it sound horrible. So that's one of the main issues why we're in a bad market. The other one is tariffs, uncertainty, like I said. The crypto reserve, I will tell you this, is, you could say it's meaningless. It's not. It's meaningless to the market, 100% meaningless to the market. It's not a meaningless starting point. All it is doing is this. We're not going to sell what we have left over. That's it. We're going to do an audit. We're not going to sell it. If we can find a way to buy more Bitcoin, they're not buying fucking XRP. Well, I wish they did. All that tweet the other week was a lie from Trump. It was just to get you excited. So they're not going to use taxpayer dollars. What they should be doing is the money that they're finding in fraud with Doge shouldn't be sent to Americans. It should be bought. It should be to accumulate more crypto. They shouldn't be buying X. I would benefit if they bought XRP, but you know how much they'd have to buy to move the price? It would just be hype. Remember, crypto only moves on hype. This whole supply and demand stuff is a load of shit. Okay, kind of is with Bitcoin. That'll eventually catch up, but it's more hype. Bitcoin, it's, when you have a less than supply like them, yes, that it goes up faster. That's for sure. XRP is never going to $20 or anything like that, even with government intervention. I lost you, Jesus, so I must be glitching. So if I am, you don't have to listen to the video. I'll just rant. If it comes through, lovely. So the money, instead of sent to the Americans, start accumulating Bitcoin or whatever they want to do. Keep cutting some of the government. What Trump is doing, coming in like a bull like this, is not good. Some of the government jobs that he is getting rid of is not good. Some of it is great. We can't truly believe what he's saying about transgender studies in, Syria and Sesame Street in Iran, whatever. We can't believe what he says. Where's the proof of that? I'm not saying it's wrong, but we just because Trump says it, he's the biggest liar we've ever known. So we can't say that any of that shit is true. But we do know there's a ton of waste. You know, yesterday's summit, as I said it would be, I swear I'm the only person. I have 550 subs, and I love all of you. Thank you. But I'm the only one who tells the truth. I don't like to, I'm not patting myself on the back. It's the only reason I have this stupid channel is to try to help people understand that everyone else is liars. I have nothing to gain from you watching this except for you helping yourself. I don't ask for donations. I don't care one way or the other. I'm here to preach what I know is true, to help. If I can help, 20, 30 people, I'm happy. And I know I have. Right now we're in a rough bear market. Always have been. But yesterday's meeting, as I called it, is going to be nothing but a kiss ass fest. That's all it was. Sucking this guy's cock dry. That's all they fucking did. And that's what you got to do. That's what the other countries are doing as well, except for Zelensky. And look how that ain't going to play out good for Zelensky. And I don't think we should give one more cent to Ukraine. That's it for another topic. It's just a proxy war, always has been, by the military industrial community. Complex, whatever you want to say. It's actually made us weaker and not good. But yesterday was completely meaningless. I told you it was going to be a meeting about a meeting, awarding him with FIFA trophies and under your leadership, Mr. President. This is, this is a king we're talking about. This is how they're treating them. Julianne, am I glitching? I was told I'm glitching. If you could let me know, that'd be lovely. But it was nothing but a kiss ass fest, and every meeting that you have, that's what they do. Every, chief of staff, every speech, Donald Trump's a deal maker. That's what he does. He's actually not a good deal maker. This is not to rip on Trump, but he's not a good deal maker. He was always a fraud, and he was always a bully. I worked with the Trump organization. This is not fucking second-hand shit. This is first-hand stuff. I worked with the Trump organization. He paid no one. He built shitty buildings and apartments. You should see it in Chicago, the Trump Towers. It's brutal. Morning. How you doing? Good, thank you. But what type of guy can go broke with 2 casinos when you print money? Trump. And he would just sue people. He had Roy Cohn. We don't need to go into his history. It's just what you need to do with him. You should listen to some of the tapes from the early 80s of him pretending not to be Trump and talking about how great he is, and he would act as his assistant. There's tape out there. But the way to get through to him is kiss his ass. And that's what happened yesterday in every meeting. His leadership, he's the deal maker. He's not a deal maker. You can't bully other countries. That will end up... Tariffs have never really worked. If you look at the history of tariffs, they've never really worked. I'm going to go into that right now. How do I know this? I know it well, and I have 3 children, and part of it was the history. And tariffs was a big part of it, not because of now. Had 3 children go through school. We went over everything with them. Tariffs never worked. They tried. Was it Woodrow Wilson? Or it backfires. I must be glitching because Julian never got back to me. So if I'm wasting my time, I'm speaking to myself then. So right now, tariffs, the Fed, uncertainty, very expensive money with interest rates. That's what's killing the market. We are nowhere close to a bull market right now. It's just not happening. We should be in a bull market, but there's such weak people that they are not investing. The administration is being pro-crypto, yet money is not coming in. Everything people thought of and wanted is not happening in regards to market response. It's going the opposite way. I did look at cryptos today. Yeah, you can look at XRP's up and a few here, but look at Solana. Yeah, that's up from $9, but look where a lot of people bought it at $250 or wherever, $300 almost. Look at AIOZ at 109. Look at Ondo. Look at all these things that topped off, and they're down. Some of them are down thousands of percent. Look at Aerodrome, $2. Now it's at like 50 cents. It's not a bull market. So most people are underwater. And people are still telling you to buy the dip and it's almost bottom. Don't listen to them. You will lose your money. You have enough crypto. If you're new into crypto, I would hold off and just wait. People still doing, coin reviews, getting paid for it. All these channels, Altcoin Daily and Wendy is the worst, doing actually project reviews. Nobody gives a fuck about Ondo right now. And if you do, you're foolish. You got to be just sitting still, waiting to see when the market turns. $120 billion volume is bear market. Metal, am I glitching? I was told I was glitching earlier. Yeah, it's been, seems to be good. Okay, thank you, brother. Look at this. I gotta walk through. All right, let's figure this out. Yeah, so I don't know what your thoughts are on the market. But my reality, Metal, is this has been a bear market the whole time. We had spikes up, and like I've always said, it's just the administration's doing what they need to do in crypto. But people. It's just like NVIDIA earnings. If it's not a million times better than what they actually do, even though it's positive that they do, the market is selling off. That is unrealistic. Completely unrealistic. You have an administration that's, not buying anything, but they're at least not selling. And they're being pro. They're having regulations that are going to start. They're talking about it in a positive manner. Will the Democrats agree? No, they're not going to agree to anything the Republicans do with crypto. Not going to happen. Be nice if Trump wasn't so divisive in the Republicans, but that's just the way they are. So are the Democrats. When the Democrats are in power, they're just as divisive. Both sides. That's politics. Pick a country where they work together. It doesn't happen. Tough to keep spoiled investors happy. That's right. It's just, I don't see a near future where this market turns around, because look at the equities. I remember when Biden took office, people were bitching so much about their 401ks and how down they are. Okay, look at Trump. Trump doesn't care about the markets right now. He basically has expressed that. He's telling you there's going to be short-term pain. He's trying to force hands here. He thinks tit for tat. Tariffs don't work tit for tat. You have to go to the table and talk. Yes, Metal, your country, Canada is, overcharging us for eggs and all that shit. Wham, wham, wham. You don't just slap come into office and say you got 25% and ruin a relationship with our brothers and sisters to the north of us that we've never had an issue with. If you don't like the tariff deals and you don't like the trade deals, you sit down and talk. You don't bully someone into it. As horrible as Trudeau is, it's no way to treat them. And it's lies about the fentanyl and all that. To me, fentanyl, who cares? Let it come in. Got more than we need idiots in this country anyways. People are, take their own risk. Bedtime, a lot of this is fluff comes into play, next admin. Yeah, I don't know. It's affecting my, company a lot, but I'm getting a ton of orders. We just can't, they're not happy because it's, we're going up 25% on the 20th, no matter what. I have had millions of dollars come in thinking they're beating the price crunch. I go, no, you're not. We can't fill any of that. It's all back ordered. So you're going to the new price. So we shouldn't be bullying people. You don't like the deals you're in, you talk to them and say, this is how it's going to be. You don't announce it to the public and try to be a tough guy. Reciprocal, it does make sense, but these are the deals we've signed. You don't just say, fuck you, we're out of them. You can't, that's not how politics work. That's not how relationships work. These are deals in place. You don't just make them null and void. It's called negotiation. That's why this guy is not a deal maker. He's a bully and always has been. And you saw that in the Zelensky meeting. I won't go back into that, but that was a disgrace. Not saying I like Zelensky at all, or Ukraine, or fucking Russia. But that's, their culture is very cold, and if you're Russian and Ukrainian, listen to this, you know you are. You probably don't see it, but it's just your demeanor. Like Canadians are very nice, can be very nice and sweet. I've met many racist Canadians who live in Montreal, and there's a million racists here too in America, right? You can't, generalize like I just did. But, Zelensky was stupid to act the way he did. He should know better, but he doesn't. And he shouldn't want. But to be embarrassed the way he was and humiliated was not smart. It was not diplomatic. You don't want to support Ukraine anymore, you don't. But you don't have to tear into someone. And then they go crawling back to their homeland, look defeated. And then go to the EU and everyone else and say, what we're doing right now is Trump is trying to become an isolationist country like we were before World War II. That's not how we roll. We don't want to be isolationists. If America wants to be the superpower like they were because of that, getting out of isolationism, you can't be an isolationist. If you want to be the world reserve currency and the superpower, you're not going to do that just being in America. You have to have trade. You have to have people wanting to come to this country. You want to export and import. Don't think he knows about that. Don't think they're understanding that. Isolationism in 2025 doesn't work. We're not North Korea, yet he wants to be. I think we are going pretty stagnant for a while, market-wise, 100%. I think we're just going more and more down. You can imagine how fucked I am right now in my portfolio metal with all the stuff that you warned me about. It is what it is. I mean, we're trending in a nice direction. They were all green and golden. I'm down over $3 million at this point. He can sign all the crypto stuff he wants. However, until the macro has clarification, might not rip. If you look at all my videos and what I always say and all the vitriol crap I put on X, it's what I've said since I started this channel. Nothing means nothing. If you think we're in a bull market, it'll end tomorrow with macro events. Everyone in crypto always fought against me, not you, but crypto streamers, and I don't consider myself part of them, not with 550 subscribers. Even if I had 10 million subscribers, I would never associate with anyone in crypto. Any of them. They disgust me, to be honest with you. That's why I started this. The majority of people in crypto disgust me. And many of the people in these chats that ask for, I see you in Bob's and everything, everyone asking about price predictions. You're an instigator like I am, Metal. You do your own thing. You're not swayed by any of these idiots. Going to a Bitcoin conference, an ETH conference, I would never go to any of these things. I don't want to know any of them. They're all scammers. But it's all driven by macro. Everything is, 4-year cycles are bullshit, like I always have said, or we would be $300,000 right now. It's all macro related. Macro. The economy is not great, even though Powell says it is. The interest rates are high. That's macro. Oh, you could say that's just here in America? No. That's lending throughout the world, and that is, if America does bad, the whole rest of the world does bad, period. If England does bad, has no effect on America. If France does bad, has no effect on America. If America does bad, everyone else suffers. Why? World currency. Superpower, blah, blah, blah. US dollar, blah, blah, blah. All driven by macro. Yeah. It's just all that. And until that changes, it still doesn't mean, no one is interested in crypto right now, except for, even with all the wonderful shit he's, like Metal said, executive orders, all that good stuff, doesn't mean anything. The tweet he did the other day was lovely. It was fictitious. It was nothing. It didn't mean anything. You could see yesterday, he doesn't know. You think he tweeted that? About XRP, Solana, Cardano, and all that shit? He didn't tweet that. He doesn't even know what Bitcoin is. Stop. When they were signing the order the other day, Trump is just going from meeting to meeting to meeting to get his balls licked. That's all he's doing. Where do I go next? Where do I go next? Okay, crypto. Okay, all right, I'll give them a half hour, and then I'm done with this shit, David Sachs. Get me out of here. I don't even know what it means. You want me to sign it? I'll sign it. I would love for them to print dollars, to use some of our tax dollars for crypto. Why? Because it'll outweigh the tax dollars we pay. The price appreciation will outweigh the tax. I just think the cycle is broken at this point. Cycle, yeah, brother, I'm with you, Mike. Cycle never has had any relevance to me. I've been in since the beginning. I've been in the markets for 30 some years. Cycles there's no relevance. Everything goes in a cycle macro-wise. That's all. Market's doing great. All of a sudden, there's a banking collapse like there was many years ago with Lehman Brothers and all that. Then we go into a bad cycle, or out of a good cycle into a bad. Then there was before that where I made millions and millions in the .com and all that shit, the technology age, the beginning of that. Then boom, it ended. No one talks about it, but it was because of a lawsuit from Netscape, who was a browser, to Microsoft. And that ended it. And then boom, all the technology crashed. End of a cycle. It had nothing to do with 4 years, 3 years, 5 years. Real estate, same deal. Why did that happen? The real estate collapse. Because of subprime loans. That's not a cycle. That's an event. A major event that happened, and I won't go into why it happened, but it's subprime loans. You can look it up. Meaning, to give you layman's terms, people who could only afford a $50,000 loan got $400,000 loans to buy these big houses that they couldn't afford. And then after 5 years, 10 years, whatever the fuck it was, the interest rate went from 3% to 10%. And guess what? No one could afford that. There goes the housing market. You telling me that's a cycle? That's a 4-year cycle? So Bitcoin halves. It's all coincidental when the market goes up. People predicting the market will be over in 3 months. The market's good. I still hear people saying that the bull market's going to be over, in the spring, in the fall of this year. Like they know what the fuck they're talking about. They've been saying this for years. I'm almost at the point where I'm losing my brain. I can't even listen to these crypto guys anymore, but I have to because it gets me fired up. The insanity of them, of just, they're either lying or if they really believe what they're saying, all of them. At least the ones I've heard, especially the Economic Ninja is newer to me. Biggest scammer I've ever seen. I recommend all of you going to listen to him. Do not subscribe to him. Go listen to him. Do not support his ass. He's the biggest scammer I've ever seen. The Economic Ninja. He's an obese guy who calls him the Ninja. I call myself Vegan Crypto just because I don't want anyone to know my name. It's just all a load of crap. I'm not saying it can't turn around. It probably will. But who knows when? It may not. If we go into a bad economic downturn, which these tariffs right now are leading us to that, crypto ain't having a bull run. And certainly we're not having an alt season. I mean, we might go up, but right now, nothing's on the table. Right now, I know GE was going to say only BTC, yeah. Let me turn this shit down. That summer was laughable. That summit was laughable. It was Trump ball licking, I think you meant to say, constant about it. Let's them talk at least, yeah. I like that it happened, but it was nothing but a kiss ass fest. It was nothing but just a showpiece. I mean, I called it. Everyone, fucking George from Cryptos R Us. If you listen to that guy, you're foolish. He was saying they're gonna start buying a week ago. They're gonna start buying that day. They could start buying that day. That's how stupid he is. All these crypto streamers, and why am I yapping about crypto streamers? I don't know. But all they do is give you hope and dreams, and they're foolish. They don't know anything. Every one of them, every one of the channels, if they only do crypto, they know nothing. Now, Anthony Pomp, he's a smart guy. He knows economics. He knows investing. Do I care for him? No, but he knows investing. Like me. He's not fooled by delusions of grandeur. He knows that all altcoins are scams. 99% of them are scams. Even XRP, even Chainlink, even Solana, all of them. They're just all bullshit. We're just in it to make money. If you believe in the technology and all that, you're foolish. Some of them mean something proppy and all that. I mean, there's some utility to some of them. It doesn't mean it's being utilized, really. It's very little. And utility doesn't equal price appreciation. Holy shit, it's 10 o'clock. I gotta go in a minute. I got a party to prepare for. My wife's gonna kill me. I ain't wrong. Thank you, brother. Yeah, I mean, it was just... I'm sick of seeing the like kissing the ring of Trump and just buttering him up to him. I mean, that's how dictators are made. They're being treated like a dictator. They're treating him like a dictator. It is pathetic because they know to get anything done, and you will, if you disagree with him or cross him at all, he does not want debate. He's not a man that you can debate with. He's an angry man. He's a dictator. Like you can't get your point across. It's his point. Or if he likes you, he wants to hear it. And if he agrees with it, cool. Or if he doesn't know something, he's going to trust you on it. Like crypto. He knows nothing of it. So enough about Trump. Here's where the market is, my friends. It's a nothing burger right now. And it's going to take a lot to get it to where it needs to be. That doesn't mean you walk away and give up hope. But like I said, for weeks now, sell. If you should sell. Me, I'm in the profit on many things, but some of the things I'm way in the profit, like AIOZ, bought it a penny. At one point I was up a few $100,000 on it. It's 30 cents now, probably going lower. I'm not selling it until it gets back to $1. I'm just not doing it because I don't think it'll go back to a penny. So if we do get a bull run and we get some bullishness, I believe I'll get $1 out of it. But I don't know if that's going to be another year from now. And one last thing, do not listen to the narratives. People talking about how this narrative is going to be hot and all. None of that means anything. All those narrative shit is over for now. Until the market gets cooking. Do you hear anything about AI, RWA, DeFi, any of that shit? No. So when you see videos of this telling you the number 5 alts to buy, don't listen to it. It means nothing. I'm exiting some holdings. Metal, you're smart. So what I recommend, and I have been, is if you can, you should have sold and bought back lower because you're going to have time. I got to fly. I love you all. For those who listen later, if you want to subscribe, cool. Metal, you be good. You're my brother still up in Canada, no matter what fucking Trump says.